2014 was a fascinating time to be a bowling fan. The tour had legends competing and winning, and several superstars began to compile Hall of Fame resumes. It was also the beginning, even if we didn't know it then, of one of bowling's greatest competitive rivalries. Having won his first Player of the Year award the previous season, Jason Belmonte was unquestionably on the rise, with many contemplating if he'd unequivocally seized the label of top guy. Belmonte won 2 of his then 7 titles in the season prior, including the 2013 USBC Masters, which was, at the time, his first major. Many players either hitting or riding their primes were in the top guy conversation. Sean Rash, Bill O'Neill, and Dom Barrett would all win in 2014, and would all more than double their title counts since. There was also a highly touted youngster named Marshall Kent, who would win his first PBA Tour title and the Rookie of the Year award in 2014. There was another youngster out there too, EJ Tackett, the reigning Rookie of the Year. Was Belmonte the top guy? If so, or even if not, who among this group had the most viable claim to that spot? Of all the rivalries throughout the next decade, the one that would prove to endure the longest was the one between the 30-year-old Australian on the verge of piling up major championships and the 21-year-old Hoosier who liked to tell people he'd rather be on the golf course. The first time Belmo and EJ faced each other on TV was for the 2014 USBC Masters title. Belmonte was looking for his second straight Masters victory and then third major, having just won the Tournament of Champions a month prior. Tackett was making his third ever TV appearance. Tackett went undefeated through match play, earning the top seed. Belmonte, whose clutch performance at the end of match play earned him the 5th seed, rolled through Ryan Simonelli, Tom Smallwood, and Michael Haugen Jr. to reach the title match. Here now is the championship match of the 2014 USBC Masters, the first time Belmo and EJ met on TV.
Obviously, EJ Tackett likes the right lane a lot better than the left lane, and he chose to start this match, which means he finishes this match on the right lane. Something that we can watch throughout this match. Belmonte's going to take to the air. That's another thing to watch for. And what I mean by that is he's going to start lofting the ball and getting some airtime to keep the ball from hooking. Exciting championship match at the Masters coming your way right now.
EJ Tackett, first shot is high, 3-6-10. Hard to believe there aren't a few nerves in there.
Oh, trust me, there is. More than a few.
Talked to him yesterday. He said, my insights didn't feel good the last time I bowled on TV. It may not look like it to you, but I watched, and I could tell. Hard not to have some nerves.
Let me tell you, right now, the insides feel like they want to be on the outside.
And not the easiest spare conversion either. Cross lane at the 3-6-10. Beautiful way he turns that ball over to get the rotation to take out the ball with the pins.
Well, there is no rotation. The finger and thumbs almost come out at the same. The fingers and thumb almost come out at the same time. There's little or no rotation on that shot, and if there is, it's straight end over end. The ball's not curving anywhere.
Tackett trying to add his name to that list, his first titles as a major. Belmonte trying to repeat for the first time in a generation as Masters champion. Opening shot for Belmo, title match. And a 10-pin.
Now watch this. This ball is going to get launched at about 11 feet out onto the lane, trying to delay hook. Ball can't curve if it's in the air, and that's what he's counting on, although that shot there didn't curve enough and get up to the pocket. He goes light, luckily tripping out the 2-8.
Spare for Belmonte, defending champion, winning it right here at Brunswick's own Carolier, Randy, last year.
Yeah, well, he stretched to put all the pressure on Wes Malott. This is the conclusion to his 10th frame that forced Malott to get up and double in the 10th. Malott got the first one, and then here's the next one he needed to win, and goes through the nose, and the victory was Belmonte's.
Thank you, Storm, the best company in the world.
Winner last year, chance to defend his title, hasn't been done in decades. Belmonte can do it if he wins. Second frame. Backs the pocket. Strike.
Nice shot there by Belmo. Again, we're going to show you the loft here coming right at you. Look at that. Remember, there's no thumb in that bowling ball. He does that with the palm of his hand and his fingers and his left hand at the same time. Think it's easy, folks? Go home and try it after the telecast.
Powerful strike. As we mentioned, one of the highest rev rates in the game for a one-handed player. In fact, at times he can rotate it quicker than Belmonte.
Now, there's a little slingshot effect going on with him, his wrist and his elbow, and he just times it up beautifully, gets his legs underneath him, and then just snaps on it at the bottom of the swing.
Undefeated in match play, taking out Haugen with a 793, which included a foul spare in that set. Saw that live on Extra Frame. Third frame, Tackett back on the left lane. Better shot, doesn't mix out the 4.
That's the one he needed, though. He wanted to see a ball that would actually, where he could miss a little bit to the right and have it hook back to the pocket, and it doesn't. Remember the first shot on that lane, he went high. Tremendous amount of leverage at the bottom of the swing. Remember, he's only 5'7", about 135 pounds. The kid's very talented, though. +2 handicap in golf. He's got great hand-eye coordination. He's a good athlete. And he developed quite the style. You're going to see a lot of that young man on this tour.
Defending Masters champ, Bart Basal PBA Tournament of Champions winner, reigning PBA Player of the Year. The accolades keep piling up along with the strikes. Third frame. Slaps the 10 out.
He's making better shots now, too.
Right.
Our thanks to the United States Bowling Congress, led by USBC's new interim executive director, Chad Murphy, and the president, Andrew Kane, also manages the Los Angeles X in his spare time. National governing body, join a PBA league, get your average certified, and we'll see you at the National Championships in Reno this year. Belmo on the double, fourth frame. Oh my! Turkey, and he finds it again. Yes, no, yes, back on yes.
For now. I agree. He's back on it for now. He's making better shots. He's a little bit more comfortable with his ball reaction. You know, one of the hardest things to do on this tour is to make good shots when you have a bad ball reaction. Belmo had a bad ball reaction for a while. Now he's got a good one.
Ed Tackett on hand, and EJ said everyone in Huntington is behind him. They could all be here. They would. Light shakes out everything but the 2.
Not sure why his ball isn't curving when it gets down lane off the end of the pattern, especially with his rev rate. Looked to me like that shot was just too far to the right. He needs to find the line and find it quick, because the last thing you want to do is let Belmonte get out to a big lead.
And there is Ed Tackett, EJ's father, part of the great support network, and we showed an uncle instead of a father, and for that we apologize. The Tackett family and everyone in Huntington, Indiana, I'm sure, has the volume turned up in every place in town. EJ, fifth frame. Left lane. Oh,
no.
Split. 6, 7, 10.
Not what he was looking for, but that's what happens when you get a couple of shots that go light. The overcompensation takes over. EJ right through the nose, pays the price. 6, 7, 10. This might be a point in the game where you're thinking about making this.
Slides it across with authority, but doesn't get it. Open frame.
Good effort. Now, Belmonte, known for this, when he's got a big lead and he gets an an opening from his opponent, he just basically puts the pedal to the metal.
As we mentioned at the top of the show, the 5th seed has never bowled in the title match until now. Sure shot, 10 pinfalls.
Uh-oh. You notice how the ball motion is a little bit different now. It's coming off the end of the pattern much smoother. It's going to go to the air again. Here's the loft. Look how deep he is. And then watch how subtle the movement is at the back part of the lane. This is one of the things he does best. When he can move way in and start lofting the gutter cap, he still gets the bowling ball to hit like it weighs 20 pounds. He is just absolutely tough from in here.
High, almost a 4-9, just the 9 pin.
And a nice break, trip it out the 4. The last thing you want when you have this big of a lead is an open frame.
Belmonte picks up the single pin. He's got a 44-pin advantage. Title match at the USBC Masters. EJ Tackett has 5 frames to work in this title match. He talks about his footwork, Randy. He says he has a tendency at times to get fast with the footwork.
As do we all.
And so he tries to take a couple of extra seconds and tries not to rush, staying mentally prepared for each shot. 6th frame. Light and a 2 stance.
He got it to that same spot again, and it never hooked. You're talking about his fast feet, Mike. You know, it's one of the ways that he generates ball speed. And you're right. He said that his tendency is to get too fast. As you see, this ball looks pretty good, but it just gets too far right of target. And that spot down lane's not going to hook back. Trying to play right of Jason Belmonte is not something that's always successful. And you know, Tom Smallwood, he played left of Jason Belmonte and actually beat him in match plays. You take a look at EJ's arsenal. He's using a Venom shock. But, you know, Tom Smallwood beat Belmonte in match play because he played left of Belmonte with softer speed. Well, right now, Belmonte is so far left, you can't play left of him. So EJ Tackett's trying to play right of him.
Oh, no.
Oh, gotta be kidding me. On this shot here, EJ looks like he gets his hand more around the side of the bowling ball at release. And there you see it. This ball has more side rotation, so then when it gets to that spot down the lane, it actually hooks off of it. Unfortunately, it's a horrible break, leaving the stone 7.
Spare for Tackett, and Belmonte steps up in the 7th frame with a 45-pin lead, trying to become the first player to defend a Masters title in a generation. Jason Belmonte talking about his place in history.
I have no say in a Hall of Fame career. I can only hope that my performances when I'm, old enough and I'm retired, that, I'm going to have enough on the board to have me as a Hall of Fame career. But it's, it's why I'm here. I'm here because I want to be one of the best of all time, and all the best of all time are in that Hall of Fame.
Another major and a 9th title would go a long way to get there. Light, and the 2-8-10 go down.
When it's your day, it's your day. And Jason Belmonte he's living right. That's good, clean living right there. Tripping out the 2-8-10 and just absolutely collecting in on one of the biggest breaks of his career in a major. He was working on a strike in the 7th frame, and what a time to catch another double to increase the lead by 55 pins with only 2.5 frames left.
Messengers out the 10 pin. Tackett bowling for a title on the PBA Tour, but history may be against him today.
There's that power of EJ Tackett, just slinging wood. Maybe not quite as fast as Belmonte, but his speed's a little bit softer as well. This kid's got a bright future. I really enjoy watching EJ Tackett bowl. He is a max score right now if he strikes out of 214. Belmonte's already in the 230s.
Comes out of the youth and collegiate bowling programs. Talented player. Double. Fun to watch. Fun to talk to. Loves the game.
He'll chalk this up to experience and download it into that computer sitting on top of his shoulders. Next time he comes back onto the telecast, I guarantee it'll be a different ball game. I'm not saying he'll win, I'm just saying he'll be much more prepared.
Going for back-to-back titles, back-to-back majors, the PBA Player of the Year, and the Foundation 9th. Uh-oh. In the Big Four.
Hang on a minute.
That lane.
It's not over yet. Not over yet. If he gets 2 here, he'll have 201 in the 9th frame. He would need a mark. Boy, we've seen this all day long. Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't make that. All right, he needs a mark, any kind of mark.
Right.
He'll take his time, take a re-rack. Kirk Von Kruger grants it. The PBA Deputy Commissioner and Tournament Director, working side by side with Eric Pearson, Tournament Director for the Masters. EJ Tackett, the best he can shoot is 214. Jason Belmonte will finish first. The magic number is 215. And Belmonte will add to a potential Hall of Fame resume. Defend his Masters title. Go back-to-back in the majors, including the Tournament of Champions.
He needs to fill 14 pins in this frame. If he opens, EJ Tackett can strike out and win. Whoa! That one got a little extra airtime, a little extra hand, and the 10-pin fell extremely late. That was very close. This has been some of the most interesting matches in a major I've ever seen.
Down to a knee. Part of the work is done.
Stay behind the line, brother.
He's got to stay behind the foul line, keep it on the lane, and knock down 4 pins. The man from down under, sporting his usual facial fescue, finds a way to get it done. Check out the airtime on this. This has got a ton of side rotation, cuts through, goes a little bit heavy, only leaving the 4-pin. Throws the spare ball down the middle. Winner. Bowling fans, you have a repeat USBC Masters champion. His name is Jason Belmonte.
Belmonte claiming back-to-back major titles to begin the year further solidified his reputation as the man to beat. Tackett, however, would be back in just over 3 months, again the top seed, again watching Belmonte climb from 5th, this time in the Oklahoma Open. Here's the championship match of the 2014 Oklahoma Open.
EJ's only 21 years old, bidding for his first career title. And as he told us this week, you bet he remembers the Masters. Did not envision the same scenario. that Belmonte would climb the ladder again. Round 2 underway with a strike from Jason Belmonte.
The tournament leader is the Harry Golden PBA Rookie of the Year, looking for his first PBA Tour title from Huntington, Indiana, EJ Tackett.
Eddie Dean Jr. EJ, fantastic golfer. And a great bowler as well. His first shot, great start. On the right land, drags the rack.
The one thing that EJ Tackett can do is match Jason Belmonte's power.
And at the Masters, runner-up to Jason Belmonte. Same exact situation. Hard to believe. Here we are again. I'm sure Jay's thinking about that. Wanted so badly to get that first title. He's been waiting. He's been watching. Now it's go time. What a start for the kid.
I asked EJ Tackett what's his favorite tournament to bowl out here on tour, and he told you and I it was the US Open. Go figure he picked this oil pattern.
Same 40-foot pattern. It is challenging. It's a grind for these great bowlers. As Randy correctly pointed out, no one over 200. It's hard to believe. Maybe that changes. Belmonte, right lane, help on the 10. No. It stands.
It's 40 feet of water hazards, OB stakes, and bunkers.
Tough for a golfer, tough for a bowler, right?
Really is. Check this out. Notice something different. Ball return cover is gone because Belmonte has to somehow find a way to walk around it. Look out.
Watch it, missed it. Into the channel. And misses the single pin. Spare conversion. That is shocking.
Just a lapse of concentration right there. You don't see this happen very often. The top players out here on tour are also very good spare shooters, and that one just gets away from Belmonte. The mental lapse is understandable, though, because the players are throwing a lot of shots, and this has just been an absolute mental grind for the players.
Two pin on the left lane.
Still working the approach with his left foot. See, this ball bounces just a little bit, but it looked like it was a little wide of target. He's not having a whole lot of fun with the approaches today.
I thought the uproar was good. I never hooked.
Get you back on it. Make it one right and get it just a face a little different.
Jim Callahan and Jason Belmonte discussing the strategy after the last shot he threw on the left lane. EJ Tackett has got an early double. Could we see a 200 game?
Kids back up, and this one is wide right. Washout. 1, 2, 6, 8, 10. Yikes.
This ball goes right through the spot, and you can see that what happens when you get it just a little bit right of target on this oil pattern. He's going to try to get the ball right over into here and drive the head pin into the 610.
Cannot convert. Open frame. So each of the bowlers in the championship round now have open. See how EJ, only 21 years old, responds.
Lost a ton of count. When you're on a double and you get 5 on the next shot, you lose pin count. Belmonte now only trails by 3.
That's off target as well. Way light. 1, 2, 4 up.
Back-to-back shots of whiffing the head pin.
After a great start. With a double to begin the match.
This is all about patience right now and just making shots, filling frames.
He told us his big key. Keep the feet slow. Keep the mind at ease. A lot of pressure for a youngster, only 21 years old, bidding for his first career PBA Tour title. Moving ahead in our match, Jason Belmonte, EJ Tackett, all even. The title match of the PBA Oklahoma Open. Belmonte struck in the 4th and the 5th. Left the 3-6-10, opened, leaving the 6-10. Struck in the 6th. Left lane, all 10 down for Belmonte. EJ Tackett's 5th after Belmonte's open. And his 5th frame was up 17 on the bench. But he went 1, 2, 4, 6, 10 super washout and left an open frame. And then in the 6th, he struck as we check his arsenal.
He was using a Tribal Fire, but I think he switched to an Octane now. Jason Belmonte looking at his scorecard. If he makes a spare in the 2nd and the 5th, this match isn't even close. As it is, sits right now.
Still can't find the pocket. 2-8-10 split, double wood, and
Bailed.
right lane has been a nightmare for Tackett.
Well, the ball change looked really good on the left lane. He threw a strike on that lane, but right lane, not so much. 2-8-10.
Doesn't cover, whiffs all 3 pins, another open frame. Big trouble for EJ. Now you can outfit yourself like the pros with official PBA jerseys that are available exclusively at PBA.com. The jerseys are made from high-performance fabric and can be customized for each person or team. Head to PBA.com today. Click on the custom jersey link to get started. EJ Tackett takes a re-rack. Try to stabilize himself here, Randy, a little bit. Only 21 years old, and things are completely falling apart for him on that right lane.
Unraveling.
Left lane, needs it quickly, does have 10 down. And Belmonte has a massive opening. 26 pins, looks for the turkey here, can increase the lead to 36 and set himself up nicely for his 10th career title. Big strike, Belmonte.
A 3-bagger. 3 great shots from Belmonte to take full advantage of his opponent's miscues. Wow, did that ball go through the pins hard. Belmonte has positioned himself to repeat once again from the 5th seed against the same opponent, EJ Tackett.
We clearly have a theme, a storyline, a rivalry developing between the top player in the world, likely player of the year, again Jason Belmonte, and young EJ Tackett from Huntington, Indiana, still bidding for his first career title. Belmonte looks for the 4-bagger. Foundation frame across the deck, but number 10 still stands.
Wow, that was a great shot. Just messengers flying everywhere, but unfortunately for Belmonte, they went in front of the 10-pin. Watch this pin action. Lofts it just short of the arrows at about 14 feet, 15 feet, and just head pin runs into, looked like the 4-pin coming across in front of the 10. He's already missed 2 spares.
Not this time, though. This late in the match, that would be deadly. 35-pin lead for Belmonte. EJ's foundation frame works on a strike. He struck only 4 times. Open up with a double. EJ's family here. Mom Angie, brother Zach. Watching that shot again off target and a 10-pin.
If you folks are wondering what the lowest score in a title match was, it was 1983. Dennis Jakes versus Joe Staten. Dennis Jakes won 163 to 133. Right now, Jason Belmonte is at 193.
Look out!
EJ Tackett at 160 after that missed spare. Excuse me, at 140 after that missed spare. This match is over. Belmonte repeats once again from the 5 spot against EJ Tackett.
What a tough outing for such a talented young bowler, EJ Tackett. Only a second-year pro, just 21 years old. 2-pin up on the left lane. Great golfer we talked about. His career best, he told us, a 62.
He's a really good kid.
He's won roughly 15 golf tournaments and 20 bowling titles, junior variety. Nothing on the PBA Tour yet. And he said to us he seriously considered pursuing professional golf. He's that good. Ever played with him?
I never have. But himself and Ronnie Russell is probably a coin toss between the two of them as to who's the best player on the tour, or on this tour.
Golfer, that is.
Correct.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's true, EJ.
Didn't see this coming. I thought EJ would perform much better than 140.
Reigning Rookie of the Year struggled today on the oil pattern he selected at the top seed.
He got off to a great start, too. He struck in the first 2 frames.
Belmonte has wrapped it up. He'll just spill here, but it's over. Jason Belmonte has clinched his 10th career title. And if there was any doubt he would repeat as Player of the Year, I think that is over now. There's another strike, and the Aussie can celebrate. 2 summer swings, 2 titles, maybe another event win in the summer of the swing. The resume build for Belmonte. Double wood, there it is. Time to celebrate in Oklahoma City for Jason Belmonte of Australia.
Storm, high five, Turbo Dexter, Cloud Construct. Thank you so much. This is tough. This is a tough one. Aria, Hugo, Kimberly, I love you very much. I can't wait to get home.
Shout out to his sponsors and his family back home in Australia. Another win from the 5th position over the top seed, EJ Tackett. Jason Belmonte climbs a ladder to victory in Oklahoma City today.
It appeared the seeds of a rivalry might have been planted, even if it looked one-sided. But there were so many other players out there chasing tour supremacy, it was hard to see in the moment what Belmo versus EJ would become. Plus, after 2014, the two didn't face each other again for 3 years. Not that either man went anywhere. Belmonte tacked on 2 more Player of the Year awards in 2014 and 2015, with Tackett winning his first Player of the Year award in 2016, before the two again had to go directly through each other to win. Next week on the PBA YouTube channel, we'll continue Belmo versus EJ with their 2 title match bouts in 2017.